Hey everyone, it's Jeff Mills here, and welcome to another Power Lead System interview series. I'm joined today by Andrea Linton Gaines, and she's going to be sharing her story with you guys, which is an amazing story. And this is a great interview for those of you who want to listen to somebody who's been with Power Lead System, basically, I would say from the beginning, from the get-go, when we first got started, way back in 2013. And her journey is she's still an active member here today. But what's amazing about her story is she's created wealth with this platform over $104,000 since we first got started. That's a six-figure income, folks. But what you need to know that's interesting about that story is that she hasn't really been promoting the Power Lead system lately. And the residual income she's been making, which averages around $1,500 a month, is all from work she did several years ago. And we're going to dive into that work because, I mean, as an interviewer, I want to find out how can I work hard at something at the beginning that's going to create a monthly residual income for me for years and years, months and months and months down the road. And that's what Andrea has been able to do. So, Andrea, welcome to the interview. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Thanks for coming on today. So I want you to share a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody your story. You can say whatever you want to say about you, your family, and let's get to know you a little bit.
All right. I am a wife, mother of three adult children, grandmother of six, and full-time internet network marketing. I won't call myself a guru, but I've learned quite a bit from this system, from this platform. So pretty much that's it, what I'm doing now. My former background was in not corporate, but nonprofit, where I worked a job, 40 hours a week, like most of us do or have done in the past, if you were fortunate enough to be able to break that chain. But I did that for about 14 years as a paralegal. And, one day just was like, enough is enough. I can't take it no more. So I was introduced to the Power Lead system and took a look at it. It made sense about having tools, and we're constantly being bombarded with information about different opportunities and stuff by nature of us being in entrepreneurs. So it just made sense to me to have a tool that I could offer to people, that they could use to help them to get leads, to gather leads and stuff. So I kind of took it from that aspect of it, having something to be able to fire back in their inbox, after they shot me an opportunity.
Now, when you first heard about the Power Lead system, were you tech savvy? Did you understand online marketing? Did you understand how to build the system? And you came with us right at the beginning when we were kind of just, the paint was drying on the system, so to speak, and we were just building the platform, so to speak. So was it easy for you at first to go out there and just figure out pop, 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 or did you struggle? What would you say to people, who are wondering about that question?
Initially, I kind of struggled because I had been doing blogging more so with another platform that kind of had like a lot of upsells in it. It wasn't really giving us, I would say, proper training. What I'm saying? It was sort of like really selling the system. The thing that I liked most about the Power Lead system was that it allowed us to be able to, utilize it to be able to promote whatever, whether it be the system itself or other things that we might have been doing. So no, I was not, I didn't know how to do it. When I kind of got in it, I would take my laptop or tablet and have it on one side and the desktop. And there were a lot of videos and information inside the system that allowed me to be able to follow along with it. I'm a visual person, so I really need to see stuff and do it at the same time. So I'm hearing it and seeing it at the same time and actually doing it. So that's kind of how I learned.
So what did you do? So you started to going to work, and you realized, if I'm going to make money with this, I'm going to have to get people introduced to the platform. Did you just use the out of the box funnels, or did you customize and build your own funnels?
I did both. Okay. I did both, and I had some custom ones created because I wanted some things that were a little bit more, they looked a little better than what I was able to do, starting out. So yeah, I did the funnels that were inside, which were kind of really easy because you could kind of, you would have the ability to be able to adjust them. You could change the font, change the wording, change the images and stuff like that. And like I said, most of the information that I needed was inside the system that would show me how to do that. At a basic level, I was able to do that.
Yeah. So I think,
I did both.
So everyone probably wants to know at this point, here we are 5 or 6 years later, and you're still getting a residual check, which how's that feel to be getting a check every single month for work you did years and years ago?
Well, when I first came into doing this, everybody wants to be able to create a residual income. And I remember when I first was receiving it, and I took the Power Lead system, and because I came from internet marketing, and I took the Power Lead system and was like, okay, I'm gonna be able to offer this thing to other people. And my thought was, as I was gonna be able to build all these different websites and capture pages and stuff that would be able to allow me to sell all the things that I had learned that I could sell, and have 100 websites. And if each website made $20 a day, I'd be making good money, right? I never at the beginning didn't really know for sure that I would be able to achieve the residual income. We always, whether it be in network marketing or if it's in internet marketing, we're always, told about the promoting, doing something really hard one time, and then you'll have that residual. At the time, I didn't know if it was possible. And I remember when I decided to take the Power Lead system, like the same concepts of affiliate marketing, I felt like I could transition that over into direct sales, which is what I do now. I have become a 6-figure earner with that, and it's due to the things that I've learned inside the Power Lead system. But when I came over to that, what I remember telling one of the leaders, I was trying to get them to, offer this to their team. And of course, they wasn't real fond of doing it because it was income opportunities. So they felt like it might, it wasn't a conflict. It would help them, but they were like, let me ask you a question. How much money do you make off of that thing? And I'm like, oh, I only make about, I guess, like just, $600 or $700 a month. And this was about 4 years ago. And they were like, $600 or $700 a month. The average network marketer don't make $600 or $700 a month. So they kind of opted to not bring that into the team. But, like you said, my residuals has been upward of, 2,800 a month. And now it's, like you said, about 1,500. So I'm elated that I took the chance on something that, I was planning on using it as a tool, and not knowing that it was going to turn into income, a steady income. And just to give you an idea, my take-home pay, because it was a nonprofit, was I made like $14.25, but after they took out pension and taxes and union dues and all of that stuff, I was bringing home probably about $1,100 a week. So to have the opportunity to be bringing home about 2/3 of that, and it kind of running on autopilot is amazing to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and here it is still today. It still cranks out the money for you every single month. I want to get into the promotion techniques and the marketing that you started way back then. I want to discover a little bit about your methodology of how you got leads, if you were doing paid ads, if you were doing free advertising, if you were on the phone closing people, if you just let the system kind of do its thing and people would just come through the funnels and join and buy all the stuff. So tell us a little bit about your promotion ideas and some of the things that worked really well for you to help build this team early on for you.
Okay. So like I said, the first, I was in towards, at the beginning of it. And the thing that I did was looked in the back to see what types of things. I was watching individuals inside the group to see what they were doing. So I initially started out doing solo ads. I was doing paid advertisement. I was also doing, I actually was hiring someone from, I think it used to be called Odesk, but now it's Upworks. So I actually used to hire someone for about $2 an hour for them to post my ads in free markets and stuff. And then I was also blogging as well. And then as far as the systems that I was using, when I was promoting the Power Lead system, I was using the funnels that were already in place. So the autoresponders and all of that stuff was already, I just plugged it in, just sort of like turnkey. You know what I'm saying? I just plugged in and went with it.
So
and those autoresponders were, getting people to upgrade, for different levels.
What was the most successful method? You mentioned solo ads and you mentioned hiring an outsourcer, which is genius. I totally advocate people working with outsourcing teams to do the hard, boring internet marketing stuff that you don't want to do.
I was still working at 9 to 5 then.
Yeah. So Solo Ad Provider, is there a resource that's still out there that's that you can recommend, or is it not in business anymore? Or, what would you tell people who are looking at the solo ad? As I study all these successful leaders I've been interviewing, I think there's a common thread that goes through everyone's story, and that's that they've all used solo ads. And so, it's amazing to think that after all these years, you can still send emails to lists and people read those emails, click on the links in those emails, go through a funnel, and then buy a power lead system from it. And people are posting in our group every single day that happens. So what was your experience with the solo ads?
Solo ads were really good. I got really good conversions, and sometimes it wasn't like in the beginning. It was after, the drip campaigns would run through that a person would finally upgrade. It's sort of like, the exposures of them seeing them, over several different times, and then finally they would upgrade. And, the power lead systems got all kinds of levels for a person to be able to come into, whether it be the, $7, or if you're promoting the free lead system. But the thing that really resonated with me was, a lot of times when we buy leads, we might pay $1, $2 a lead, is to have an ability to be able to give somebody a system that they can use that allows them to make $6 per lead as opposed to them paying for leads. So I think that's really, really important. And then the thing that I started out doing was following up with those individuals. I kind of later on didn't do that. But in the beginning, I followed up with the individuals and was kind of checking back with them.
Like phone calls or just email?
Mm-hmm. Yes, phone calls. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So you're getting the real personal touch in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I find that personal touch for the entrepreneur who has the time, wants to create those connections. I know Ace and Rich do this in their interview. They really have a personal touch with getting with their new customers or their potential leads, reaching out to them personally, and then talking to them and then showing them how the system works. And then people feel better, more connected, and they upgrade and they get in and they get involved. So any other tips or resources that you'd share as a successful marketing for the power lead system besides solo ads? Blogging was it one that you said that worked for you? Did you do video advertising? Did you do any other paid type of ads?
I didn't do any other paid type of ads, but I did do some videos, making videos myself of the power lead system. Like I said, I came from a system that was a blogging platform system. And since power lead system was launching, I was kind of like, oh my goodness, like I can get on page 1 of Google if I get my stuff out there right now. So I did a lot of that. And then also one tip that I would like to share that was really, really important is that I wasn't always all in. So I missed some commissions. So people should get all in.
Well, we're gonna hear from Frank Calabro Jr. here in a few interviews from now. We're going to be bringing the #1 money earner in the platform, who today has talked about. He told me, he's like, Jeff, if I would have gone all in on the power lead system 2 or 3 years ago, he would have made over probably $1.5 million in commissions with the power lead system. Trust me, you guys will hear the story. But it's really important for everyone watching this that you do go all into the platform. And Andrea, what would you describe as the visual of somebody who is going all in? What are the steps that individual has to do? What are the things they have to buy that would show that they're all in and they're really going to maximize everything the platform has to offer?
No, I can't even, since I don't promote it much no more.
Well, what is the attitude of somebody who's all in? What should they do?
Jump, you know what I'm saying? Just go in and jump. It's funny that you asked that because I was talking to somebody else. I've been talking to several people that are, they call me on their lunch break and they're talking about quitting their job and stuff like that. And I just told one of them today was that I just got tired and was just like, jump. You know what I'm saying? Just jump. What's the worst that could happen? I'll fall down and I get back up. And when we were younger, we were willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? We touched things over and over again or fell down and had different, things. It's somewhere along the line, we stopped feeling confident enough in doing that and failing, and it's okay to fail. So my thing is just having the mindset, it's just money. And here's the thing, and you have to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did for the first, from October. So it was towards the end of October, 3rd week of October, all the way to January. I promoted the power lead system day in, day out, because that was going to be in my mindset at the time, the way that I was going to get rid of that job. And then I kind of ended up going into my grandbaby. I kind of ended up going into, that's another luxury of working from home. Everybody thinks you don't have a real job, so you have to, babysit.
Yeah.
But the thing was going all in, promoting it, because that was my ideal of the way that it was going to be one of my streams of income, to be able to, not have to keep on punching that clock. So the mindset is just doing it. You know what I'm saying? One day I just got sick and tired and was like, I can't do this anymore. And the reason why I stopped promoting the power lead system in the beginning was because I had went into direct sales. So when I went into the direct sales, I kind of started using the power lead system to start promoting the direct sales. And that's kind of where my passion's at anyway. So, and that's where I've been at for the last 5 years, but it was power lead system that guided me there.
Yeah, that's a great part of your story. You guys can come in, use the power lead system, promote the platform, make money, make affiliate commissions, selling power lead system packages and the tools and the trainings to people. Or you can take the resources and the tools the power lead system gives you, and you can use that to build your main businesses, to build your funnels, to build your lead capture pages, to funnel people into your main programs. And whether it's direct sales, brick and mortar, local business marketing services, this platform gives you all the tools you can do that. And what I would say for people who are, wondering today, like, what does it look like to go all in for you? And those of you watching this video, if you haven't gone all in, if you're not fully committed to the power lead system, I would recommend that you go all in. What that would mean would that you would join, go gold, become a gold member, which is going to and be a part of the affiliate program. I think that's about $54 a month to be a gold member, which gives you everything you need to be successful in this platform. And then I would recommend that you step into the training packages, the traffic packages. And we've got our different 3 packages that you can go through. These packages all cost anywhere from $147 to $497 and $1,500. And when you join that first program, it allows you to make a commission when the people you introduce to the platform, when they see those tools and they buy them, you get sales commissions from the selling of those products. So I would say join all 3 products, go all the way through. When you go
and
through checkout,
an extra note on that one for $147, I bought that package and implemented the training inside of that package, and I was able to generate $56,000 doing that.
So now tell people, like, what was the nuts and bolts of that? Like, what was that package training you did?
Basically showing you how, like I said, I'm in network marketing, so it was basically showing you how to leverage, sending traffic, to your team and everybody chipping in on the traffic. And this particular company that I was working with at the time, they had a bigger team than I did, so I connected with someone inside the power lead system, and we purchased traffic from that individual, and that generated an income for me.
Yeah. You guys, the tools inside the power lead system are evergreen. The concepts of the trainings that you can go through with the diamond, the platinum, and the master level, these are trainings that you can apply to building your power lead system business, or taking those trainings like Andrea did and apply them to your main companies, your main deals, and learn how to build a big organization there as well. So going all in means you get diamond, you get platinum, you go master level, you don't miss any commissions. Every sale the platform makes for you, you can earn nice money checks coming into you every single Wednesday. And for people like Andrea, what was it like for you a couple years ago? You got to stand on stage in Las Vegas, the very first power lead system get together, and I remember you had this big old check in your hand. What was that like for you, just to celebrate that?
It felt good. It really felt good, because when I first came in, of course, the way the system was originally, I paid a lot more than what individuals are paying now. I paid like $20-some hundred to get into a similar platform that ended up kind of getting converted over. So to have made that money over and over again was a blessing. I was excited to be able to meet you all, face to face. Is one thing to see everybody online, but actually to see them and to let you all know how much the training that you provided to us has been to us. Because I thought about it, the $100 and some thousand at the time, I think it was like 70 some thousand, but that money, it meant a lot. But at the same time, the training and stuff that we received inside the platform is what helped me to be able to generate so much more outside. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at, you just said his name and I can't even think of it right now.
Frank,
yeah, Calabro. I'm standing next to him with this almost $500,000 check, and I'm sitting there going, if I would have just promoted a little longer, if I would have, because he's all in and he utilizes it with all of his, with everything that he does. You know what I'm saying? He utilizes that system, and they have all of these systems in place. It's great. So when I was on stage, I was happy to be able to see you all. Happy that I had a check. And the sad thing that I did have a sad thing. I was the only female.
Yeah.
And I know, like, we got Amanda now, you know what I'm saying? So that, I was like, we got to get some women in here to get on stage.
The good news is the next 2 interviews I'm doing, they're all females. So
right.
I'm just like you. I'm very egalitarian. We need to represent and get the females coming in and sharing their stories as well. And so the more successful women out there, we'd love to share your stories because you're powerful, and the things that you guys are doing are exciting, and you inspire other women that if you can do it, they can do it. It brings them up to the top, So
right.
Thanks for being a role model for everybody. Well, that's it. Unless there's anything else you wanted to focus on, any burning thing you just wanted to get out of your soul and then share this with somebody. Any last words or last encouragement?
All in, because that's one of the saddest things is get that email that you missed that commission.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, thank you, Andrea, for being on here with us, and thank you to see your granddaughter in there as well. Best of luck and success to you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next Power Lead System interview series. Thanks for watching today.